Well, it's been a while, but I'm back with a book haul, which seems to be all the rage these days here on BookTube. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark, and I have a small book haul for you today, consisting of both new and second-hand books. So I suppose we should just jump right in. We'll start with the new books. There's only a couple of them, but look interesting enough. The first one we've got here is by Anthony Kaldelis, which is a cabinet of Byzantine curiosities, which does seem really interesting. I always love these kind of miscellanies where it gives you, interesting facts and information about certain things. This particular one looks at the unorthodox life of this most orthodox of empires, looking at things from marriage and family to sex, animals, food, dining, eunuchs, medical practices, science and technology, war, saints, heresy, scandal, rogues, insults, punishments, foreign relations, as well as their neighbors, disasters, and emperors. So yeah, it's a small book, but it's beautifully done, and from having flipped through it so far, it looks like it's going to be jolly interesting. So next up, we have two Everyman Library books. One here is Byron's Travels. Let me put it closer there for you. Looking at, it's made up of poems, letters, as well as journals from Lord Byron, and it's set in kind of like chronological order. And so even, for example, some poems like Don Juan are split over the course of the different years, and I've had a look through it so far, and it looks like it will be a fun and fascinating read. Probably not one to read straight from cover to cover, but to dip in and out of when the mood takes me. Next up, the final of the new books, but a second in the Everyman Library edition, is this one here, The Essential Harlem Detectives. Four novels really from Chester Himes, who I read last year. I read Cotton Comes to Harlem, which is this one here, but it has three other novels on there that I've yet to read. So I think that should be fun, following the adventures of Gravedigger and Coffin Ed as they go through Harlem, solving crimes and dispensing street justice. So those are the three new ones. Now we move on to second-hand ones, and all of these, I have to say, were a great price. I think I didn't pay more than £3 for any one of them, so that's pretty good. And they're generally in good condition. There's really only one or two that's a little bit worse for wear, but even they're not too bad. Let's go through it. So the first one I've got here is The Map That Changed the World, the tale of William Smith and the birth of a science. It's actually all about the first geological maps and things, and this is by Simon Winchester, who is a very good author. If you've never read him, wrote things like The Surgeon of Crowthorne, as mentioned down here, as well as several other interesting works as well. So yeah, it's all really following about this particular map. There you go, you can see it there, which was the first ever geological map that was ever produced. Next up, we have a hardback edition of a book I read several years ago, and I'm glad I'm able to get a hardback copy of it, and it is The First Emperor of China by Jonathan Clements. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I read it as a paperback a while ago. I'd say it must be close to, I think I read it before I came here, so it's at least 13, maybe 15 years ago, but definitely look forward to giving that a reread. So I think that's a nice buy from my end, definitely. Okay, next up we have two books from a very well respected historian, especially of this part of Europe. First up is Vanished Kingdoms by Norman Davies. You can see it's a bit worse for wear on the dust jacket there, but otherwise it's in pretty good nick. It follows basically European countries, kingdoms, etc. that no longer exist or exist in very different forms. So a bit of a big book here, I would say. And I want to say I've read it before, but I can't remember. I've read a few by him before, but I'm not particularly sure that it was this one. So we'll find out, I suppose. But it's a nice book to have anyway. And the next is a collection of essays by him, which is called Europe, East and West. So I think this will be fascinating, to be honest, because he knows a lot about this part of the world and, well, Europe, I suppose, in general, and the history of it. So I'm looking forward very much to delving into this and actually just going through it. Looks like somebody's left in a Christmas card. Well, I suppose, yeah. Feel mean reading it, really. It's a shame. It says, Dear Dad, lots of love. I don't know if that says Peter, Lucinda, this is Audrey, Alexander. And it says to scribble down some ideas for the next book. So I wonder who Dad might be. Perhaps he's some kind of well-known author, eh? That's exciting. Of course, I have no idea who it is. And it's a bit of a shame they gave it away, but it's in very nice condition. So, yeah, I'm pleased. Very pleased with that one. I'm pleased with all of them. And the last one's the one that's in worse condition, but actually one I've already started because I've been reading for my Patreon book club, Master and Commander by Patrick O'Brien. And when I saw this online, I thought, well, I'll have to give it a go because, you know, I love that period. I love that topic of nautical history. And this is a nautical biography of Admiral the Lord Collingwood, as it says at the top there, Nelson's own hero, or more precisely, I believe they were kind of each other's hero. But it's not too bad. It's sun damaged, really, as well as it must have been damp at some particular point there. You can see there's a bit of foxing on the top, but otherwise now it opens well. You know, it's not too bad at all, and thoroughly enjoying it actually so far. Very, very interesting book. So there we have it. There's my little book haul. There should have been more, but there's a bit of a drama attached to that, which I will save for another video when and if the missing few eventually turn up. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Do take care, and let me know if you've read any of these, if any of these are of any interest to you in the comments below. All right, thanks everybody. Bye bye.